Hi guys, just want to talk to you a little bit about Chapter 11. Chapter 11 deals with really three main things. We've got basic probability, and which, I don't know, basic probability is everywhere. We deal with it all the time. So it's some of it's common sense, some of it you're going to see some formulas in Chapter 11, so pay attention to those. The other two things that you're going to deal with is permutations and combinations. Okay, the key on permutations and combinations is just telling them apart. Okay, both permutations and combinations deal with, let's say if we had a race with 8 people in the race, how many different ways could we finish first, second, and third? Could we place first, second, and third? If we have some sort of a sporting event and we want to find out how many different ways that the teams could finish first and second, they'd be in the championship game in that case. So that's permutations and combinations. Now, the best idea, and this is always difficult, is trying to decide which one is a permutation and which one's a combination. In a permutation, the order matters. Okay? So the order that they come in matters. In a combination, we're talking about picking a committee out of, say, 8 people. The order that you picked, that you're picked on the committee, does not matter. You're still a committee member. It doesn't. You're not vice president or president, vice president, and secretary, let's say, but you are a committee member. Okay. So when the order doesn't matter, we're talking about a combination. When the order matters, let's say if you're specific, there again, like president, vice president, secretary, you get a different title. Then we're talking about a permutation. Another thing that I find rather ironic is when we talk about, when we put on our school lockers, most lockers anymore have a combination lock. Okay, here's the thing that's ironic. The order that you decide that combination, that those 3 numbers, 3 digits that you have, the order matters. So really we have a permutation lock because the order is important. If your combination is, say, 35, 10, 20, you have to put it in that order in order for it to work. So really it's not a combination lock. The order matters, so it's a permutation lock, and the only one way that it will work. So do a little research on your permutations, combinations. There's different formulas for that. The fundamental counting principles, that's another idea that's in there, and it's usually pretty easy to pick up on. Work through a couple examples, and I couldn't find a video on the fundamental counting theorem, so if you need help with that, shoot me some emails, and we'll answer that when we get to it. Okay, so good luck with Chapter 11.